Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are on Alice Eldermeyer Drive in Montego Bay, and we're going to take a look at the largest mall in Montego Bay, and actually the largest mall in Jamaica, which is the Fairview shopping center. And you can see it on the right. That is, you can see Scotiabank Fairview. Now, Fairview is also the largest mall in the English-speaking Caribbean. English-speaking. There is a mall in Latin America that's bigger, but in the English-speaking Caribbean, this is the biggest. Some subscribers have commented that it's not the largest mall in the Caribbean, but it's the largest in the English-speaking Caribbean. Alright, so let's take a look at it. And now there's a formula for what a successful plaza is in Jamaica. 95% of the time, if you follow this formula, you have a successful plaza. It has three parts. One, build a plaza in a populated area. Now, Fairview is built in Montego Bay, which is the second city in Jamaica. So it's built in a very populated area. Two, you have to have a major supermarket chain, a large supermarket, and Fairview actually has two of the largest supermarket chains in Jamaica in there. And three, you have to have food stores. Now, Fairview has every food store you can think of. It has Wendy's, it has Domino's, it has Chinese restaurants, it has KFC, it has Tutti Frutti. I think the only fast food chain in Jamaica that's not in there is probably Burger King. Every other one has a location in there. So naturally, just by those three things, you have a very successful plaza. But now there are so many stores in this plaza, so many, that I think we're going to have to, of course, everywhere in Jamaica you have this kind of indisciplined driving. Oh my gosh, the man just stopped. We're not even, you guys saw it. Sometimes seeing is believing. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Alright, so we're going to, Fairview is so big that we're going to probably have to do this video in two parts, but we're going to start the tour here. We're not going to name all those stores, there are just too many, but we're going to just focus on the ones that we spoke about, like the food stores and the supermarkets. As you can see, it's a very nice plaza, well laid out, a lot of parking. Of course, no matter what you build, you see this bus, just look at where it stopped, blocking half the lane. Unbelievable. Here's another one. I mean, so when those cars trying to come out now, you know how hard it's going to be. Alright, so on the left you have the Passport and Immigration Office. Pico, straight ahead you have the Mother's Restaurant. And then you have Subway. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, so that will give you an idea of just how busy this mall is. You see how the parking is taken up. You have Roly Poly, a lot of food restaurants. You have the Company's Office of Jamaica. Okay, straight ahead you have Singer. Okay, Fairview also has, all the banks have a location here. All the major banks. So there was NCB. We passed Scotia when we were coming in. No, and I don't know who was behind the concept of building this plaza, but it was an excellent idea. I don't know which government was in power when it was being built, but I don't think the government had anything to do with building it. This was a private venture. sometimes I think the taxis in Montego Bay are worse than the ones in Kingston. Okay, on the right is hardware and lumber. Then you have a Chinese restaurant, Dragon Court. They actually have a location in Kingston too. Now straight ahead you have the KFC and the Tutti Frutti. Oh, on the left we just passed a cinema. Okay, so there are two major supermarket chains in Jamaica. The two largest are Progressive Foods or Shoppers Fair and Hilo. So this is the Hilo store we're going to look at now. So this is Hilo Fairview. On the left is the Honda dealership, and straight ahead on the left is the Kia dealership. So this is Hilo. So Hilo is actually the number 2 supermarket chain in Jamaica. They're owned by Grace Kennedy. Very nice supermarkets, and Hilo Fairview was recently renovated. Alright, we're just going to take a quick look at the cinema. It's Palace Multiplex, and this company actually operates cinemas all over Jamaica. Its parent company is Palace Amusement, and they have cinemas in Portmore, Kingston. Not sure if they have anywhere else. And well, of course, we just saw the one in Montego Bay. Okay, that's the hardware and lumber True Value store. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the Texaco at Fairview now. Okay, on the right is Jerky's. They sell jerk chicken. And then this is the Texaco at Fairview. As you can see, it's a very busy gas station. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.